And then as you do this energetically, how do you tangibly and tactically add these elements of delight, abundance, and love to every standard operating procedure, every touch point, every process within your organization? I guarantee if you do this, plus the lead generation tools, plus nurturing your relationships, you will 10x your business growth. You will 10x your word of mouth referrals because people will be so over the moon with how you show up and your team. Let us know how this goes. Let us know what helped you the most. And of course, share any tools and strategies tactically that you take from this overarching lens of mission, vision, love, and abundance so we can share that with our community. Welcome to Inspiration Contagion, where we spread inspiration one story at a time. I am your host, Holly Jean Jackson. Each interview spotlights transformational business leaders, their stories, challenges, and advice for how you too can lead yourself and others through inspiration. Learn how you too can achieve peak performance, build more revenue, and lead the legacy you were meant to lead. Welcome back to this solo podcast episode where I share lots of information that's going to help you accelerate in your business and your life. Since February is the month of love and romance, I want to talk to you about abundance and having the right framework and the right mindset to continue to allow the flow of money and abundance into your life. And this applies to more than just financial wealth. Wealth applies to all aspects of our life, including our relationships, our health, our spiritual openness. Every single part of our life can allow for abundance and flow. So in business, how do we allow for abundance and flow? One of the biggest mistakes that I see business owners make is they forget about their lead generation. They forget about filling their pipeline. And even when business is going really well and you're growing, you're accelerating, you're at capacity, you still want to make sure your pipeline is growing. You can slow the flow of what I like to call your hose for your pipeline, but you don't want to shut it off completely. So for example, if you're at full capacity, let's shut the hose down to maybe 20% of what you would normally do and have a process where your team can nurture those leads and can fill your future pipeline and waiting list versus completely shutting it off. Lead generation today on LinkedIn is better than ever. There's so much possibility for going after and growing your list of what I like to call your 4 Ps, all which generate revenue. Imagine your LinkedIn is bringing in your perfect potential purchasers, your potential partners that refer you more purchasers, your platforms you can speak on to get more of the first 2 Ps, and your potential cross promoters that can actually get you access to bigger lists and more people that can gain value from your resources, your tools, your classes, and your services. When we do lead generation and grow our email list, our community list, our LinkedIn list, our network, that's another form of wealth and abundance. That saying, your network is your net worth, is true because relationships are a huge part of our success and our abundance financially, personally, and professionally. This is why you cannot ignore your network. You cannot ignore your relationships, and having a systemized process for continued lead generation, even when you're at capacity and busy, is super essential to being successful. So that's the practical, the details, the nitty gritty of lead generation. But how do you get into the right mindset and the right energy of abundance and love so that you can show up as the best version of yourself as the business owner, as well as the person who's putting together possibly the processes, the templates, and the training for your team to nurture these relationships in a successful way that reflects your values and the process you want representing the reputation of your company and you as the leader. It's really important to train your team on mindset more than anything. And these are what we call your soft skills, which I think are the most essential and most important framework of how you hire, fire, and train your team. One thing that I do with my team is I make sure they have access to resources to grow professionally, but also personally with their mindset. And if we find ourselves in a slower season of sales and we're doing all the quote unquote right things, I like to assign myself and my team to make sure that we do a visualization tied to all of the people we're serving, all of the amazing outcomes that our clients are going to have and see, all of the potential collaboration opportunities that we have for the year, our long-term motivating factor of starting a nonprofit for children. And when we get back into our purpose, our mission, our vision, our values, our long-term goal, and we start our day visualizing the folks that we're serving, the potential future clients we're serving, that helps you get back into the energy of service, which when we're in the energy of service, we easily fall into gratitude, and gratitude begets abundance. Gratitude gives you love. So this month, since it's all about love, my challenge to you is to train your team and yourself on how to get back into abundance, how to get back into being of service. And then as you do this energetically, how do you tangibly and tactically add these elements of delight, abundance, and love to every standard operating procedure, every touch point, every process within your organization? I guarantee if you do this, plus the lead generation tools, plus nurturing your relationships, you will 10x your business growth. You will 10x your word of mouth referrals because people will be so over the moon with how you show up and your team. Let us know how this goes. Let us know what helped you the most. And of course, share any tools and strategies tactically that you take from this overarching lens of mission, vision, love, and abundance so we can share that with our community. If I can be of service in any way, please reach out to us directly at hollyjeanjackson.com. I would love to hear from you. And if you found this episode valuable, please spread inspiration like a contagion. Our goal here is to share so much information that business owners around the world can go big to give big so that we can heal our world one person at a time. Thank you. Thank you for joining the show today. I hope you were inspired. More importantly, I hope you take action. If the show inspired you, I ask that you subscribe and share it with your network. Let's spread inspiration together today.